Sometimes a professor will put a book or an article on reserve for you at the library. These are required readings for the class, but you don't have to buy them at the bookstore. Some will be in print format, just regular books that you can check out at the circulation desk. Some will be available in electronic format over the internet through the library website. This video will show you how to find the electronic materials that we call e-reserves. The first thing you do is go to the library's website at www.lcsc.edu/library. Then you'll come down through our navigation bar and click on Course Reserves, and then click on Find e-reserves. If you're off campus, you would now be asked for a login and password. You'll get a screen that explains how to log in. We also have another video on the site called Library Passwords that explains the login process. If you are on campus, you will just go on to the next screen like I did without being asked for a password. Okay, we're on the e-reserves page, and here comes the hard part. You have to type in something about your course. So you need to know either the course number, the course name, or your instructor's last name. A lot of students can't name any of those things off the top of their head. Hopefully, if you can't remember any of those things, you have them written down somewhere. If you can just get the department right, once you start to type it in, the system will show you the choices. For example, if I start typing LIB, it shows me that there are e-reserves for one course, Lib 101. Same with instructor. If I start to type my last name, Barnes, the system will finish my thought and show me the names of instructors whose names start with B and have something on reserve. So I'll click there. Okay, but first it's going to ask you to accept fair use terms of copyright, which means that you can use these one time for your courses. You accept it, continue, and then you will see a list of readings on e-reserve for the course. Clicking on this little I will give you more information about the reading, who's the author, when it was published, where it was published, and as you might guess, clicking on this hyperlink will open the reading. So there you see a scanned copy of an article that you can read on your computer. Okay, I'm going to close that. That was an article. Now let's try a book. There can be a few more screens to click through to get to a reading in a book. It can be confusing because we buy ebooks from a bunch of different publishers, and each publisher sets up their ebooks differently. I'm going to click on this so you'll see an example of one. Usually you have some options of browsing the book index or the table of contents, or searching for a particular word. So I'll put in dark shadows, and it will show me what there is in the book, and there's an example of reading from an ebook that's on e-reserve. When your instructor assigns an ebook, they should tell you which chapter or pages to read. Some publishers also put restrictions on how many pages can be downloaded or printed each day, which just makes things totally interesting, to say the least. I just want you to know that it's not your library that's making those restrictions. We get just as frustrated by these little quirks as the students and professors do. Anyway, that sums up how to find e-reserves for your classes. If you have any questions, please let us know. Here is our contact information on the library's webpage.